As investigators work to determine what caused the B-52 bomber to crash at Edwards Air Force Base, we are now learning about the 8 crew members who lost their lives. NBC4's Tracey Leong live at our newsroom now with how their loved ones are remembering them. Tracey?
Yeah, Kathy, tonight we're hearing from the widow of Christopher Richard, a flight test engineer who was one of 8 people killed when the B-52 crashed during a training mission.
Just very giving, very loving. He would do anything for anybody.
Rebecca Richard reflecting on the life and legacy of her husband, 41-year-old Christopher Richard, one of the crew members on board the B-52 bomber that crashed during a test flight shortly after takeoff at Edwards Air Force Base Monday morning.
He wanted to be the hero. He wanted to make sure that everyone was okay and everyone was safe, and that's why he served so much.
Richard, who lived in Lancaster, was a flight test engineer with the defense contractor JT4. He was among the 8 people killed during what officials called a routine test mission. The Air Force has now identified everyone on board, including 53-year-old Colonel Gregory Watson, a weapons system reserve officer from Shreveport, Louisiana, who worked for Boeing. 40-year-old Lieutenant Colonel Gabriel Estrella, a weapons system officer who lived on base. 50-year-old retired Lieutenant Colonel Miles Middleton, a pilot from Tehachapi who worked for Boeing. 34-year-old Major Alexander Davis, a weapons system officer from Lancaster. 40-year-old Major Robert D., a pilot who lived on base. 35-year-old Major Brad Hovey, also a pilot who lived on base. And 32-year-old Jeremy Smith, a flight test engineer from Rosamond.
We're not the only ones hurting from this incident, and we won't be the last ones on any day and any occasion.
Rebecca says she's grateful for the outpouring of love and support from across the country and says it's bringing her family comfort during this difficult time. The couple shared 2 children, a son and daughter.
It's hurtful, it's sad, it's something that you don't want any family to ever have to go through. We're married not just for this life, but for eternity, and so I know that I'm going to see him again.
Officials say it could take up to 6 months before they know the exact cause of the crash. Reporting live in the newsroom, Kathy, back to you.
Tracey, thank you.